Hello friend, it's BAWLER again, and I have some exciting news for you. Please subscribe to my channel and let me know what you think about it. Fordow, Isfahan, and Natanz, three of Iran's most critical nuclear facilities, have just been destroyed. Operation Midnight Hammer, a joint US-Israeli mission involving B-2 Spirit bombers, has concluded with the obliteration of these key sites. The focus now shifts to understanding the implications. This operation involved deploying multiple US B-2 Spirit stealth bombers to strike each location. Altogether, 14 GBU-57B massive ordnance penetrator (MOP) bombs were dropped. These 30,000-pound bombs are engineered to pierce up to 200 feet of reinforced underground structure before detonating. Each target received multiple bombs, indicating a layered strike strategy for deeper penetration. Yet the B-2s weren't alone. U.S. Secretary of Defense Pete Hegseth confirmed that 125 aircraft supported the operation. Some served as mid-air refuelers, others likely handled Iran's weakened air defenses to allow B-2s clear passage. Additionally, more than 24 Tomahawk cruise missiles were launched from a nearby U.S. Navy submarine at the Isfahan facility. There are only 4 U.S. Ohio-class submarines capable of such a strike, suggesting one operated close to Iranian waters. General Dan Cain, chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, noted the mission was designed to severely impair Iran's nuclear infrastructure. He emphasized the U.S.'s global power projection capabilities. At midnight on Friday into Saturday, 7 B-2 bombers, each with 2 crew members and likely carrying 2 GBU-57Bs, departed. One group served as a decoy moving toward the Pacific, while the real strike group flew silently eastward to Iran, engaging in multiple in-flight refuelings over an 18-hour journey. Supporting aircraft cleared threats and employed electronic warfare tactics to neutralize Iranian defenses. Cain confirmed no U.S. aircraft were hit, highlighting both excellent U.S. coordination and the effectiveness of Israel's previous Operation Rising Lion, which had already degraded Iranian air defenses. The first B-2 strike at Fordow occurred at 2:10 a.m. local time on June 21st. Subsequent waves hit Fordow and Natanz, while Isfahan was targeted by Tomahawks. The 14 MOP bombs were focused on 2 sites, with satellite images revealing 6 impact craters at Fordow. Dust and debris marked the blast zones, though visible damage was mostly underground, consistent with the MOP's design. McKinsey intelligence analyst Stu Ray explained that these bombs are intended to explode deep inside the facility. He also noted that gray dust near the craters suggested the bombs successfully penetrated Fordow's concrete barriers. Tunnel entrances there appear sealed, possibly by Iran itself to prevent further incursions. Additional satellite images from Maxar Technologies corroborated these observations. They show craters, dust, and evidence of strikes aimed at Fordow's Cascade Hall away from the tunnel entrances. At Isfahan, satellite footage confirms that 18 structures were damaged or destroyed. Blackened rubble supports the idea that the Tomahawks were accurate and devastating. CNN reported that David Albright, president of the Institute for Science and International Security, ISIS, believes the U.S. specifically targeted underground storage facilities for uranium enriched to 60%, sufficient for dirty bombs, but not for nuclear warheads, which require 90%. The main uranium conversion building and surrounding infrastructure were heavily damaged. Some tunnel entrances were also filled with soil, presumably by Iranian crews as a defensive measure. Natanz, previously attacked by Israel, was again struck by the U.S., which dropped 2 MOPs and launched multiple Tomahawks. Satellite photos show fresh craters aligned with underground sections of the facility. The strikes appear to have finished the job Israel started, hitting both surface and subterranean elements. President Donald Trump confirmed the operation's success in a national address. He stated that the U.S. had launched precision attacks on the 3 core nuclear sites, Fordow, Natanz, and Isfahan, effectively neutralizing Iran's nuclear enrichment infrastructure. Trump called Iran the top global sponsor of terror and warned that further aggression would trigger even greater and easier U.S. strikes. Trump argued that Iran's history of violence, including the killing of Americans with IEDs and the actions of General Qasem Soleimani, justified the attack. He claimed thousands had died as a result of Iran's past actions. The U.S. Department of Defense highlighted the scale of the mission: over 125 aircraft, multiple stealth bombers, support fighters, aerial tankers, a missile submarine, ISR aircraft, and hundreds of personnel. B-2s were later seen flying over New Jersey en route to Whiteman Air Force Base, confirming their safe return. With Operation Midnight Hammer concluded, 2 key questions remain. What's next for Iran's nuclear program, and how might it respond? According to analyst Preston Stewart, the attack may have stalled Iran's nuclear ambitions, but not ended them. He speculates that Iran could possess other secret facilities and may attempt to continue enrichment elsewhere. Targeting the uranium storage at Isfahan may have been a preventative step, but similar caches may exist at Fordow or Natanz. Iran could still pursue a dirty bomb option or resume enrichment elsewhere. Additionally, Israel has already eliminated some of Iran's top nuclear scientists, which could slow recovery but not halt it entirely. Iran's initial denial of the attack quickly shifted to threats of retaliation. President Masoud Pezeshkian vowed a response. Iran subsequently launched missiles at Israel, wounding 86 in Tel Aviv and Haifa. Beyond that, potential retaliation could include dirty bombs, drone swarms, or attacks on US bases in the region. Iran's control over the Strait of Hormuz could also become a geopolitical tool. A parliamentary measure calls for its closure, threatening up to 30 million barrels of daily oil flow, roughly 30% of global maritime oil trade. While the military has final say, the threat alone could spike oil prices, already up 20% in a month. The Houthis in Yemen, an Iranian proxy, may also resume attacks on Red Sea shipping. Their past operations disrupted 12% of global trade via the Suez Canal. On June 22nd, Yemen's rebel government reiterated its readiness to strike US vessels in the Red Sea. More worryingly, this attack may push Iran closer to actually pursuing nuclear weapons. Julian E. Barnes of the New York Times quoted Rosemary Kalanick of Defense Priorities, who warned that the strike could solidify Tehran's determination to weaponize its uranium stockpiles. Even if current infrastructure was eliminated, the desire to rebuild may now be stronger than ever. Ultimately, Operation Midnight Hammer might be only the beginning. Iran's retaliation may evolve over time, through proxy conflicts, missile launches, or even terrorist attacks. Despite the tactical success of the strike, the US might have triggered a new chapter in Middle Eastern conflict.